Hugh Allen was one of those examples of a young professional where his company had basically taken ownership of his life. He is one of the kindest and, I dare say, innocent individuals I've met, and what he took from the program opened up his life, started a new business, and today he has such joy about the time he gets to spend with his family, the way he serves the community, and his great love of cards. So you came through the Inspired Work program a few years back, and you'd been in one really long-term job. And what happened when you participated, and what's happened for you since?
Well, the program for me was an opportunity to really kind of reflect on what was important for me. And I know it's called Inspired Work, but it also looks at, or for me, give me an opportunity to think about what was important in my life and how work and life play together in that. And ultimately, for me, what I saw for myself, I wanted something different for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And at about that time, my wife and I were expecting our daughter Noelle, and I realized I wanted to change. And the change that I made was to leave the corporate job that I had been in for 12, 13 years, and I started my own business, which I'm celebrating my 2-year anniversary this month.
Boy, it's gone so fast.
Yes, yeah, it's moving, and since then I've also started my second company, Epic Auto, which is we're about 6 months into the business now.
When we met, you had this job that, as I recall, you worked very hard. You had long hours. You were constantly accessible by cell phone, and you weren't making what you wanted to make. How does that feel in comparison to where you're living today?
Well, it's a different world. Completely. And I certainly enjoyed the work I was doing before. I get my enjoyment and fulfillment out of serving other people. I feel like in what I'm doing now, it gives me the opportunity to serve people and serve my family even better. I don't have the constant distraction of phone calls all hours of the day and night, 7 days a week. I relish the opportunity to take my daughter to school every morning and to be home in the evening and have that family time together. I love it, and my business is growing. I'm expecting to open my second brick and mortar location before the end of this year, and just going to keep moving forward.
The impression I'm getting from you is that you have a much greater sense of freedom.
Freedom in every sense of the word. And I think what the Inspired Work program gave me, and of course the relationship that we have and the mentoring that continued from there, is that I could create the environment that I was looking for in the workplace and in my life.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to, the tail wagging the dog, now I can be the dog wagging the tail. And that's the life that I'm living right now. Now life works.
Funny, I have a friend, one of our colleagues sent her son to the program about 8 years ago, and at the time he was a gopher in one of the film studios, and now he has 3 gophers working for him. And it sounds as if you are building your little empire, and that it might actually become a big one.
That's the plan. I believe it will. The vision I have for my business is to create a nationwide used car franchise system. So to be able to train people to do what I'm doing to serve the public.
So give us 2 characteristics of Hugh Allen that is building that business and that kind of relationship with the customer. 2
characteristics. I mean, service. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. Is that my job is to make sure my clients get what they want at the price that we agree on. And there's just great fulfillment in that. I mean, I feel good when I'm able to help people with what they need, something that they're going to use for a long period of time. And probably the best compliment is when they return as a customer. And ironically, even though the business I opened 6 months ago, I've already had repeat clients, which is really great. And they've referred me business too. So service, I mean, that's the first characteristic. And well, I mean, from there, I mean, really just bringing joy.
It's so remarkable you said that because I was on the verge of blurting out to you joy.
And I feel like that's just it permeates now. It's just everything that I do. Joy, my family, my business life. I mean, my spiritual life at church and my tennis life. It's not compartmentalized. I mean, it really is just one big, it's just me.
Yeah, big journey.